right, good evening and welcome, bailout buddies. This is Bankruptcy Bailout. And you know what we say here? Bankruptcy is your bailout. The government's not going to help you, the banks aren't going to help you, but bankruptcy is here to help you. Today, we're going to talk about how you can get out of Chapter 13 bankruptcy early. All right, so you've been in a couple years, you're thinking, I'm kind of done with this. Most people kind of get debtor fatigue about 2 to 3 years in. So let's talk about how you get out. So there's two possibilities. One is dismissal and the other is discharge. Now, discharge is your goal in bankruptcy because with the discharge, that's how you eliminate your debt. Okay, dismissal, on the other hand, is a failed bankruptcy. Now, you have the right to dismiss the case whenever you want to. However, if you do that, it's almost as if the bankruptcy never happened because all your debts are going to come back to life. All right, so that's dismissal. Not a good idea. Goal of bankruptcy is discharge. So how do you get out of a bankruptcy or Chapter 13 bankruptcy early? Well, it kind of depends on your situation. The problem is, or I think the challenge is that most people think you just have to pay off the balance of your monthly payments, right? So if you're paying $60,000 in the Chapter 13 and you only got $20,000 left, a lot of people assume that you can just pay the $20,000. That's not the case for most Chapter 13s. So if you filed your bankruptcy as what we call an above median income debtor, and all that means is you wouldn't have qualified for Chapter 7 bankruptcy because your income was too high. Your income was above the median income. You have to pay off the balance of the claims that were filed in your case, not the balance of your monthly payments. Now, it's quite often that if you're in Chapter 13, you're paying less than what you owe. I mean, that's the point of Chapter 13, is to pay back what you can afford, not what your creditors want. So you may have $80,000 in claims filed in your case, but let's say you're only paying back $40,000 of that. To get out of a Chapter 13 early, you have to pay back all $80,000, not the $40,000 balance due on your plan. And the only exception to that is if you were a below median income debtor when you filed your Chapter 13. All right, so you could have filed Chapter 7, or at least you were eligible to file Chapter 7, but you needed to be in Chapter 13 for some reason. Either you filed Chapter 7 too recently, or you're trying to save your house from foreclosure, so you filed below median income Chapter 13. In those cases, you only have to pay off the plan balance. So again, if you're only paying, say, $20,000 into the Chapter 13, you only have to pay, if you're a below median income debtor, that $20,000. And then you get your discharge. Now, of course, you have to be able to pay that money. And how you do it is pretty simple. Generally speaking, you'll just make a request or have your attorney make a request to the trustee for a planned payoff. They'll give you the number, and you can either pay that or you can't. But that's how you would get out early. So I hope you found this video helpful. My name is Matt Burkus. My law firm is in Colorado. It's Burkus Law Office, doing business as Personal Touch Bankruptcy, and we look forward to hearing with you for all your Chapter 13 needs.